Let's go Red Sox! Woo! All right. I am just so excited to be here. This bucket is full of milk. I am just so excited. All right, so the other day I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about Jennifer Aniston. And he said, thanks for a woo, all right. He said, you know, she kind of annoys me, but I wouldn't kick her out of bed. And I thought about that phrase, and I realized, actually, I would, because the story would be great. Like, you run up to a friend, you're like, you're never going to believe this. I ran into that chick from Friends. Smelly cat? No. Scream? No. The dinosaur lesbian? That's David Schwimmer. Haircut? Oh, Rachel. Yeah. Okay. No, you're never going to believe this. She was at the bar. I thought, fuck it, I'll buy her a drink. Next thing I know, she's at my house. Starts kissing my neck. Boom. Bedroom. Holy shit. Holy shit. What happened then? Stood up on the mattress, put my foot on the square of her back, kicked her in the kidney. What? Yup, she chipped a tooth on the nightstand. The hell did you do that? Why the hell wouldn't you do that, sir? Also, I think if testicular cancer had a voice, it would sound like Jennifer Aniston. Sorry. I mildly don't enjoy her in anything, I'm just saying. Alright, so woman kicking aside, I'm going to talk about sexism. It seems appropriate now. There's still sexism rampant in this country. None more rampant than on Google Images. If you go to Google Images, and you put in any female's name, any actress, any tennis player, here's what happens. Google will come back and say, did you mean name of woman, nip slip? Without fail. I don't care if you put in Judi Dench. It comes back. No, don't you mean Judi Dench nip slip? There's a deleted scene from Tomorrow Never Dies you really should see. And it's always... it's always the same thing. It's always like a badly, like, MS painted, like, you know, Ellen Page on the runway. Her nipple's about 3 times more auburn than an Ellen Page nipple ought to be. You know. You've seen the color of her skin. And it's always a ripoff, but the thing is, they don't do that for men, and I just find that sexist. Like, you know, if you put in John Hamm, it doesn't ask, did you mean John Hamm Peter Poke? And you just get him photoshopped in the kitchen like making an omelet, and his little piece of ham is hanging out the pajama pants. Boing. It's got 5 o'clock shadow, and it looks just as dapper as the rest of them. That's what I imagine it looks like. Or heaven forbid, you watch, you know, Driving Miss Daisy. And you're like, oh, that Morgan Freeman, I really like his acting. Let me look him up in Google. Did you mean Morgan Freeman Wang Hang? Tim lounging by the pool, in Bermuda shorts, foot up on a deck chair. It's authoritative, but it's comforting. The kind of cop that just says, lean on me. The HDIC. That's for people who've seen that movie. Anyway, speaking of things for people who've seen movies. So my dad decided he didn't need to raise me. He let Gene Roddenberry and Donald P. Belisario and Rod Serling and Sherwood Schwartz, those are the people who raised me. They were my uncles. My dad would just make a VHS tape of whatever was on TNT. And he'd be like, son, you know, you don't need to know about Vietnam or the moon landing. What you need to know about... Maintenance, hold up. That is comedy. Alright, son, you don't need to know about history. All you need to know about is Heart to Heart. So I'm going to show you what Daddy watched when he was your age. So every day I would get home to all these old TV shows. My friends were talking about Daria at school, and I was like, yeah, but did you see Banachek? He is rich, but he's clever. He can take Spencer for hire any day. I'm just saying. So one of the shows he would take for me was Fantasy Island. I don't know if you've ever seen Fantasy Island. Judging by your applause or your age, you may have seen Fantasy Island. And if you haven't, here's what it is. Basically, this guy on the show was like, he was a wizard in a snappy tux with a midget buddy. And if you had money, you could have whatever you want. Great lesson for kids. And like, it was magical. It wasn't like, I want a cool van. It was like, I want a van that will launch unicorns. And he would snap his fingers, and 44 minutes later, you'd learn a lesson about why that's bad, and it was bullshit. Unicorns could hurt people.
Flashing rainbows, boss.
Yeah. Perfect tattoo. Again, if you haven't seen the show, you don't know what that is, but I'm going to keep going. So he would snap his fingers magically. Whatever you wanted would happen. Here's what I don't get. The show was on in the 70s. Why wasn't every episode somebody asking if they could fuck Farrah Fawcett? I think it should have been. I think every episode. This week on Fantasy Island, an oil tycoon fucks Farrah Fawcett. Tune in next week when a wealthy entrepreneur fucks Farrah Fawcett. And don't miss the season finale where Lou Ferrigno fucks 3 Farrah Fawcettts. But no, instead of that, you get, I'm Don Knotts and I want to kill a dinosaur. And then fuck it.
I don't get your joke.
Hello, Heckler. Hello, Heckler. You're live at B-Rad Comedy at Rax.
So, Don Knotts is on the island. And for some reason, despite the fact that he has a very successful career on the Andy Griffith Show, he decides that he wants to fuck a dinosaur. I don't get it.
It's just a joke, sir. No, it's not Don Knotts. It's a character that he is.
It's a character?
It's a character who's rich. It's not from the Andy Show. He's
the Andy Show? Andy Richter controls the universe?
The show that's not in color. It's, sir.
Andy and Amos?
You must be living under the rock, sir.
I've heard of Don... I have not heard of Don Knotts. Who is this Don Knotts?
Don Knotts was in one of the Herbie movies. It was Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and he was on a black and white show called I Love Lucy. Do you not know anything about anything, Guy?
Why would Jennifer Aniston's nipple slip? Is she not wearing a proper bra?
No, just a joke, sir.
You know, when a woman's tit falls out of her dress, it's not an appropriate thing to laugh at.
Sir, it's something that happens when they're at the carpet event, right?
Do they lube them up so they slip out? I don't get it.
Just imagine that someone's taking a photo and they're putting a boob in it.
Okay. So I'm taking a picture, and now suddenly there is a woman's breast in the picture.
Yes.
Like standing next to the person.
No, sir.
And it's slipping on something.
You must be on the rock, sir.
Tell me another joke. Tell me a joke I get.
Okay, what I got here? Okay, so the other day, my girlfriend gave me a hand job. Okay, it's this motion.
She gave you employment in which you use your hands?
No, a hand job. She takes her hand and puts it on your crotch, your penis, your cock, your dick.
So a woman is gratifying you.
Yes, and she's down below.
She's punching you in the
down.
penis.
You must be living under the rock, sir. She's rubbing my penis. But wait, you got wait. Let me finish. Let me do the whole joke. So then, after the hand job, the Twilight Zone is on.
Whoa. The woman is gratifying your male reproductive organ while you're watching some classic television.
No, sir. No, it's just a joke. The whole joke. Hold on, sir. So she gives me a hand job. After the hand job, I watched The Twilight Zone, and I love The Twilight Zone. I'm really into it, sir. And then she asks me, which do you like more, handjobs or The Twilight Zone? And I say, it depends on the twist. That's the whole joke. That's the whole joke.
I don't get your joke. So, you're watching The Twilight Zone after having reached a point of gratification with your female partner.
Yes.
And at the end, she wishes you to compare the two, and you say that it has something to do with the amount of torque. Is she twisting your penis?
No.
Is she wrenching your penis from between your legs? I don't get it.
It's like, okay, so instead of vagina, like if you have sex with your hand, it's like that.
So
imagine her hand is her vagina.
Her hand has a slit in it, which will lead to the reproductive organs.
Sir, I'm thinking you don't know shit.
I know that I'm a food champion. And if you're going to be willing to come to Portland, Oregon, I will challenge you.
Did you get your back, peeps?